What's up, guys? You know who it is. Marcus J. Jackson with another episode of Live Life, all right? Never feel rejected again, okay? After watching this video, you will never feel rejected again, all right? I can almost guarantee it, all right? Because it has everything to do with changing your mindset, changing the thought process, changing the pattern of beliefs that you feel about rejection. Okay, so we're going to be talking about rejection tonight. Never feeling rejected again. All right, is going to be the topic of discussion. All right, topic of discussion. Make sure you got your tea. You know what I'm saying? I'm always rocking my tea and my beast mode cup. I'm messing with that moringa again tonight. Moringa tea, I found it's very, very powerful. All right. It's got like protein out the yin yang, and it's a leaf, right? It's a leaf that comes from Africa and other different, like Central America and South America, parts like that. So it's really good stuff. Hopefully, my camera is okay. But anyway, so let's talk about. Wait, you know what? First, I'm getting off track. Let me get my resources out there to everybody. As you know, I make myself available every night between the hours of 12 a.m. and 2 a.m. To bring awareness to domestic violence, right? The month of October is Domestic Violence Month. Domestic Violence Awareness or Prevention Month, okay? And I put the number, which is 1-800-799-7233 or 1-800-799-SAFE, S-A-F-E. I also put the website in there as well. It's thehotline.org, all right? And they have resources that you can tap into. You can call experts. They have counselors and or experts in the domestic violence area, okay? And they will get you can tap into some of those resources, all right? So call and find out whatever kind of help you need, and I'm more than sure that they can help you out. And I also, I always reach out to those who are on the fence about suicide because a close friend of mine that we both, he was an Army veteran. We spent some time in the Army together, and he took his own life because he felt some rejection from the people in his life. And it was a heavy blow for me. So I know it was a heavy blow for his family. And I just, I can't help but think that if a platform was provided like this, it may have given him a second thought or a different way to look at things. And sometimes I feel like that's all we need is to look at things in a different way. Change our perspective, if you will. And changing our perspective has to deal with our mindfulness, changing our mind. So therefore we can create a completely different reality than what it is that we're dealing with. Because a lot of times we feel like, there's no other alternative, no way out. So suicide, and or we result in picking relationships or becoming involved in relationships that are abusive. All right. So these things, and the reason why I always put the hashtag domestic violence and suicide prevention, because a lot of these things work hand in hand. And this is bothering me. Okay, hold on. Maybe that's better. I feel like it's off when it's canted that way, but it looks like it's better. Hold on, let me twist it like that. Okay. All right. So, I feel like those things work hand in hand. Those are issues that can be prevented. I really do believe suicide can be prevented. I really do believe domestic violence can be prevented. As long as we're made aware of what's going on. And I feel like if we tackle some of these issues on the front end with how to deal with rejection or never feeling rejected again, if you knew some of the little things that you could do, and if you just knew that changing your mindset feeling rejected is something that you would never have to feel again, right? So, that's why I do the videos, guys. I'm really, really passionate about it. And I figured, hey, if I can sacrifice a couple hours of sleep, maybe maybe it'll reach somebody that it can truly help. All right. Since I've been doing the videos, I was able to reach out to a few people. I talked to a young man for like 4 hours one night, which was pretty awesome. The time flew by. It was great. And another 2 young ladies that I had an opportunity to speak with, and a young man who I had an opportunity to directly affect his life, and he was contemplating suicide. So I'm pretty excited that, the videos are reaching people, and I hope it continues to reach people. All right. So let's take some deep breaths to get ourselves grounded and bring ourselves back to the present. And let me fix my lighting real quick. Okay. All right, good. Okay, so let me fix this little, there we go. All right, let's do some diaphragmatic breathing, right? Breathing from the diaphragm, you're gonna allow the belly to fill with air, then release, all right? 3 times, here we go. Deep breath. Take a deep breath. Last time, deep breath. All right. Okay. So let's talk about rejection. All right. Let's get into it. All right. Let's go ahead and build on it. Okay. Suicide lifeline is 1-800-273-8255. They also have a live chat line. It's suicidepreventionlifeline.org. They have a chat line that's available 24/7, 7 days a week, just like the domestic violence hotline is available 24/7, 7 days a week. Okay. So definitely use those resources. They are there. Okay. And if you want to talk to me, I am here. You can contact me anytime, just during the day. I am a realtor. I'm also a life coach. And if I do not answer the phone, please leave me a message or shoot me a text message. Okay. Because I do return my phone calls, and I do return inboxes and text messages and all that good stuff. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I will get this going. Wait a minute. Let me put this up here because this is bothering me again. All right. So a lot of times we find ourselves feeling rejected, and the main source of feeling rejection is because we're lacking self-love somewhere. Okay. We're not happy with ourselves. We haven't spent a lot of time with ourselves to understand that the world doesn't owe us anything, right? And you feel like the world owes you simply because you have this sense of entitlement, right? You feel like everything is always supposed to go right. You feel like everything, you deserve to have this, or you're entitled to have this, and you think that nothing's ever going to go wrong. That feeds into that sense of rejection, because when you don't get something that you want, or you don't get the relationship that you're looking for, you begin to feel rejected. That dream job, you got the interview, but they gave you the email saying, hey, we hired somebody else, we'll keep your application on file just in case. You have that sense of rejection, because it's because you haven't developed enough love for yourself. There's some lacking of self-love there. Okay. That's the only reason why that I can think of. One of the main reasons why we can feel some rejection. Hopefully that makes sense to you, because you don't feel rejected if you know that you've given your all, like you did your best. You understand that this is just this one no, that you're going to go through 4 or 5 no's before you get a yes. When you understand that, you're never rejected, right? So it's a shifting of the thought process. If you continuously think that that you are in a constant state of lack, right? You feel like, oh, well, I needed that job. Well, without that job, I can't do this. Or without this man or this woman, I can't do that. I can't have this certain status if I'm not married. So I'm going to stay married, or I'm going to stay in a relationship no matter how I'm being treated, because I want to maintain this status, although I'm not happy, although I do not like this person. I've fallen out of love with this person. I no longer love this person. I am with this person because it is convenient, right? So that you're feeding that sense of rejection, right? So how to never feel rejected again, right? The first thing that we're going to realize is that the world does not owe us anything. Okay? The world doesn't owe us anything. You signed up to come. You're the one who signed up to inhabit a body, right? Because you're a soul with a body, not a body with a soul. Okay? You decided that, hey, I'm going to pick the programming off the shelf and I'm going to go down on earth and live this program. I'm going to choose these parents. I'm going to choose this life. I'm going to choose everything. All right. I'm going to lower my vibration to come down and experience life in this form. Right. Once you do that, it's the only way is to transition back into that vibration or that energy in order to go back to where you came from, right? So there's a big lesson to be learned in a huge classroom called Earth, right? And the subject is to raise your vibration, raise your energy, raise your frequency, right? Until you get to the point to where you can transition and you're able to still cognitively hold on and tap into those things that are, that are mystic, if you will, or some people will call it the Akashic records. All right. So, and then we'll do a whole nother video about the Akashic records and more mindfulness. So, when we feel like the world owes us something, we're in a constant state of lack. All right. And when you're in a constant state of lack, then you're going to feel rejected if you don't get what you're looking for, or if your expectations are not met. Right. There's a sense of entitlement that you have. Like I said earlier, I deserve this. Right. Excuse me. So when you do that, your mind is putting out the energy that, hey, I'm supposed to have this, or I deserve this, or I'm entitled to this. So, in your mind, you're like, okay, yeah, I want it. I can get it. I can have it. I can speak things that be not as though they are, right? The whole law of attraction thing. So I get it. Okay, yeah, I can do this. I can do that. But when it doesn't happen, it's like, oh, instead of learning from it, we become withdrawn. So we go, we begin to fold under the pressure of things not going our way. And that is not the way the world works. Law of attraction is one thing. Manifesting things with your thoughts and your mind is another thing, which they all go together. but they're all separate aspects and concepts that you have to learn, right? So don't get it twisted, right? I'm not saying that, because I expect things. I expect to, when I go out, I expect to get what it is that I want. So don't get me wrong. But when I don't get it, or when it doesn't happen the way that I want it to, I don't have this sense of, I don't have this lack of self-love to say, well, I feel rejected, and I feel like I deserve this. And I'm not going to put up a huge fuss and say, yes, I deserve this. You better hire me, or you better continue your relationship with me because I'm good for you and all this kind of stuff. I'm not going to, you should never be in a position where anybody can reject you. Okay. Once you understand that every no that you get is eventually going to lead you to a yes. Okay. Because each time you get a no, you're going to go back and study yourself. You're going to find out what it was, or what did I do to ruin that relationship, or what did I do to ruin that interaction? Or not so much as ruin, or why didn't this person say yes? Was it something that I could improve on? Could I improve on my self-esteem? Could I improve on my self-development? Could I improve on my appearance? Could I improve in my speech? Could I be more knowledgeable? Right? Because now you've shifted your thought process to being proactive as opposed to being reactive. Well, I feel rejected. It's not fair that I didn't get the job, or it's not fair that she didn't go out with me. Well, it's not fair that those guys don't want to hang out with me, or those girls don't want to hang out with me, right? You no longer have that mentality, because now each and every interaction you're learning something from. Each experience, you're retaining that information, and you're saying, hey, now I can approach this young lady or this young man differently, or I can approach this job or this interaction differently. Not differently, if that's a word. I just made up a word. I can approach this interaction in a different way. So now I've brushed up on my appearance. I look a little better. I feel a little better. Okay. My speech is a little better. I'm more knowledgeable on what I'm talking about. Okay. So that's definitely the number one thing is understanding that the world doesn't owe you anything. All right. The world doesn't owe us anything, guys. All right. So please remember that. So number 2, I'm going to go with, make sure you are full of love. Make sure you are full of love with yourself. You don't want to, I hate saying don't. Love yourself 100 times over and love yourself 100 times more. Lacking self-love gives you the mindset of feeling rejected. Okay? If you love yourself, no one can reject you. Nobody has, no, truth be told, no one has the power to reject you. Really and truly. They don't have the power to reject you, because it's only rejection because you feel it. Right? The people that you're interacting with, they're only saying no because either they don't know enough about it, or they don't really know you, or they are going to go find out some more information about it, then come back to you and say, hey, yeah, I looked at what you were talking about. Yes or no, I want to do it. So the rejection isn't towards you. That's one of the things that we have to get in our thought process. They're not rejecting you per se. They're rejecting the idea or whatever it is that you're trying to present to them. So it's not you. So don't take it personal. That's how you never feel rejected again. Okay? Don't take what's happening personal, right? And when you are able to control those emotions and not take these things seriously, that's when you begin to tap into that higher energy, that higher frequency. That higher vibration. You start to evolve because now you understand that, oh, I got this no because of this. Well, let me learn how to say this better. Let me learn how to present this better. Let me learn how to approach him or her better. Let me learn how to talk to this person better, right? So with that knowledge, you're more likely to be confident in what you're saying. So self-confidence and self-esteem is shining through you, right? And with self-confidence and self-esteem comes self-love, right? So the overwhelming amount of love for yourself is the key to never feeling rejected again, okay? So it's time for me to sip some tea. So y'all make sure y'all get y'all tea in now. It's always good to get you some tea. So I got some moringa going tonight. Anybody drinking tea tonight? Probably not. Everybody's out partying, big kicking it. But it's all good. Because if I wasn't doing this video, I'd be partying, big kicking it too. It's my daughter's birthday. So we decided to do some Netflix and chill. So, but I think she went to sleep, so I would definitely be out doing something had it not been for that. You know, and plus my video. Oh, that's good. Oh, man. It is nothing like warm tea or hot tea. Like, I don't know, it's just that feeling when it goes down, you just be like, it feels so wonderful. And I don't know, it's refreshing at the same time. You know, I guess I'm just weird like that. But anyway, so yes, let me see. I'm at 22 minutes. Oh, that's good. That's perfect. What else did I want to talk about? Why is this there? Okay. So another thing that I wanted to mention was one, the world doesn't owe you anything. Two, self-love, and three, be creative. Okay, be creative. That's one of the things that we also have to do is tap into our subconscious, right? We have to tap into our intuition. Excuse me, and be creative with what it is what we're trying to manifest for ourselves. Okay, so when you're trying to manifest a job or you're trying to manifest this ideal relationship or person, and you can't, and it's challenging. You went to the job and you got rejected. Create your own job, right? Create your own job. Create a business. So therefore, you don't have to go to anybody else's job per se, right? You have your own source of income. You know, pick up a trade, go to massage therapy school, go to cosmetology school, go to barber school. And you have you have a source of income created, right? That's how you manifest things. You do things to put you in position to receive that manifestation that you're looking for, right? Create your own relationship, right? If you create your ideal relationship, if you've been rejected, you know, or relationship didn't work out, or you broke up and you feel like, you know, I deserve a better relationship, then create your own relationship. Create your ideal relationship. Create your ideal person. And you can do that by starting to journal, right? Anybody that follows me, they know I'm always talking about journaling, okay? So journal. Get your journal out. Create on paper. Create your ideal relationship. Create the guy. Create the girl. Create everything that you guys are going to do. I mean, really, really, really take this seriously and create what it is that you're trying to manifest. Because if it's not, things aren't just gonna happen, right? You're not gonna be able to find a spell, or you're not gonna be able to find a video or a textbook or a course that's gonna tell you everything that you need to know, right? You're gonna actually have to do things. Okay, you're going to have to take action. You're going to have to be proactive about your life, right? And this is how you never feel rejected again. You never feel rejected again when your mindset is focused on learning from each no, right? Each no that you get is an opportunity to learn more, right? So I'm learning from this no. Okay, wow. Instead of feeling rejected, okay, no, she said no or he said no. Hey, why is it, that this didn't work out for you? Or what was it about me that you didn't like? Or what was it about me that you felt like, no would be the best answer, right? And 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you why they're rejecting you, quote unquote. Okay, but it's simply don't look at it that way. It's not. Let's not even. Let's not even go there. Let's create our own relationships. Let's create our own jobs and our own sources of income. Let's create our own ideal relationship. Okay, guys. That's what you want. You want to focus on creating your own. What else? What else, guys? What else do I want to say? Make sure that you go through the proper detoxing, because food is a big thing, right? And detoxing just kind of popped into my mind I was drinking the tea, and I wanted to say something about detoxing, but I was like, well, I don't really know what I'm gonna say about it. But food is a big deal, right? So when you are, because the things that you eat have an effect on your mind, okay? So make sure that when you are in these situations, you're approaching, you have an interview, or you have a meeting, or you're going to meet this ideal person for the first time. Make sure that you've eaten well. Make sure you've gotten your tea. Make sure it's not something that's going to cloud your mind, like a whole bunch of fast food. Take some time to really, really cleanse your body out, regenerate some things, right? Get you some, detox teas going. Focus on some green leafy vegetables, fruits. Cook your own food at the house for a couple weeks, just to get your mind back to, just to kind of declutter your mind. Because a lot of times when we eat all of these different types of foods with, these excitotoxins and the MSG and the high fructose corn syrup, like we're really buzzed out. Like we're really going on autopilot, right? Because a lot of times we can't sleep at night because we've drunk 6 cups of coffee during the day, right? And it takes, literally, guys, after your last cup of coffee, after you reach a certain milligram of caffeine, it takes 6 hours for that to wear off, right? So 6 hours after your last cup, so if you were anything like me, I used to drink coffee all day, every day. So I probably had my last cup of coffee at like 1 or 2 in the afternoon to get me through that 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, So it's 2 o'clock. 1 or 2 o'clock is my last cup. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 o'clock, I'm still buzzed, right? Off of the caffeine that I've had, and this is what, 4, 5 cups a day. So and I wonder why I couldn't sleep at night. So make sure that, you can avoid rejection by making sure you guys are on the same page when it comes to eating. You know what I'm saying? When you're on the same page when it comes to, reading or that's big. I think eating is the biggest thing, because if you're on the same page with eating, then a lot of things you guys can hash out, because you're focused on, you're conscious of eating, and you're making deposits now on your health in the future. All right. So a healthy mind is a vibrant mind, and you can think on, these higher levels and vibrate higher, and tap into higher frequencies. Okay. So that's all I wanted to say, guys. Tonight, I'm starting to cut the videos to just 30 minutes or so. Maybe 45. Sometimes I may even go an hour, but I think 30 minutes is about where I'm probably going to focus on from now on. I'll share the information and I won't elaborate as much. One of the reasons is because I would like for you to go to my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel and you can find more information. And it's Marcus J. Jackson. All right. So go to my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification button so you can get a notification every time I post a new video. Okay. So anyway, that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I hope you found this information valuable. Keep in mind it is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So, reach out to those family members or friends that may be experiencing something like that. Share this video with them. Just call and check on them, see how they're doing. All right. Same thing with the suicide prevention and awareness. Make sure you call and check on us. Check on us people. Check on our people. Make sure we're good to go. Okay, guys. I am going to turn in for the night. If you want to call me, I will still be available until 2 a.m. All right. Or if not, you call me anytime tomorrow. Hey, it's no big deal. Remember, if I don't answer, probably on the phone already. But I will get back to you. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in to Live Life. You guys are awesome. Live life to the fullest, man. Y'all take it easy and try not to do too much. Peace. In the video.